Are we all in?
Just me.
Okay. Okay.
Should we be at one screen or?
We can do that. Well, you want? Yeah. Let's just do that. I feel like that's probably easier. Cool. My update. Took what Sogat had sent me on Friday on the validation report, kind of just like a simplified V1 version, and implemented that into designs. Just kicked that back to him this morning to get feedback. So top priority today is to get feedback from first flags, and then circulate with the more people, just to make sure that that all makes sense and feels helpful and good. And it sounds like Jonathan might want to pick that up to actually implement. So I can kick that over to him. Yeah, other than that, I want to work on building out the brand guidelines a little bit, but also happy to jump on something that feels higher priority. That's me.
Sweet. I guess I'm next. That took me a minute. I said I was going to record a video of the life dashboard. I didn't record a video of the life dashboard. This is like several days in a row. I'm super frustrated about it. Kind of annoyed. I'm just not able to get this thing working one shot, and I am worried that we are not learning fast enough. We haven't posted in the WhatsApp channel since Plukus's post. We haven't posted to Reddit, so I don't know what to do. I'm gonna do my best to record a video today. The script installs the life dashboard. It's just like dumb things break every time in the script, and so you can just like easily as a human get through it. So I'm just gonna record a video getting through it, I guess. In addition to like trying to iterate on the seeds. I also said I was going to record a video for Rowan. I didn't record that video. I've been focused on this life dashboard. I'm also not doing great personally. A good friend of mine was picked up by the police over the weekend. He's actually a mutual friend and coworker of many of us that you all know pretty well. And I had to bail him out of jail. So, and he's not doing great. And we'll probably all learn more about this story in a week or two. So for now, I would ask that we all like respect his privacy and not try to figure out who it is. And it's his story to tell. But I just wanted to share that, yeah, I was up all night getting him out of jail and spent 5 hours with him yesterday. Yeah, lots of personal consequences that he's working through from the decisions he made. So that's my SCRUM update.
Wow. Well, sounds like he's lucky to have you in his life.
Yeah, Vic is been amazing with him. So yeah, I think in probably a week he'll be ready for us all to like kind of connect with him. I don't know, but I'm guessing. Right now it's just like shell shock, you know. So yeah. This is a 5 stars connection, obviously. But yeah. Okay.
Thanks for sharing, Sam.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm also equally frustrated with the slow progress on these one-shot installs for Domo. Has been my main focus. I feel like I'm getting further and further, but they're not quite. It's not quite getting to where I need it to be. So Sam and I were talking about this earlier, but and Daniel too, was one of the things that came out of this was I'm doing more work around my tooling now to like upgrade Kitchen to support sending off multiple long workflows at a single time. My problem has been like I'm getting good into these agents working for an hour kind of autonomously to like create the seeds, validate the seeds. But when they come back and I actually run the install manually, it's not quite there. So I'm gonna now have a wider cast of multiple kitchens working on the same problem and then kind of coming back together with learnings from there. So hopefully that'll do something. Other things I worked on yesterday was I posted those Reddit learnings. I also created a doc for how I create seeds in hopes that I can combine that with the stuff that Swagat's working on for the seed creator. My computer is completely frozen, but if you can still hear me, I don't know what I wrote down for the next 24 hours, but I want to create a video of the one-shot installer and get that with the web dashboard that I made and all this stuff. I need to get that. That's my goal.
Great.
Hey, put this quick aside. Are you using Daniel's like that hard of loop instructions, or are you just like rolling your own stuff?
Sorry, the what?
I was saying, are you using Daniel's harden loop instructions, or are you just rolling your own?
No, I haven't. So I would love to look at that. If you can reshare that, Daniel, that would be cool. The only thing that I've done, and I haven't even used it once yet, but is just allowing these sous chefs to spin up their own kitchens as well. So then I can prompt a single chef to like, hey, do this, but do this across five different things. So it would be a good point to integrate that hardened loop or play around with that.
Yeah, it's part of my upgrade, but update. I'm putting that out in whatever state it is. I've tested it a few times with some single seeds, but it does the nice looping thing. So yeah, thanks for Daniel's instructions. But yeah, I'll share it out.
Oh, for the seed creator thing you're saying? I see.
Exactly, because like the seed creator. Yeah, we can do parking lot, or I'll share my update.
Okay, yeah. I mean, my it's just a document right now that describes how I was doing it. There was no like infrastructure really around it, but I thought it'd be a good point to kind of distill the learnings that I had so that I could point it at whatever you've made and hopefully make it better.
Yeah.
Nice.
Maybe I'll jump in. Right.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Shanks.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Yeah, so I've been just doing a bunch of iterations with that create seed flow with your hardened loop. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bundle your hardened loop instructions into the same skill. And then the way the create seed would work is the authoring agent will just like do the iteration, make sure the instructions are good. And then once they are there, you kind of publish them. So it's like the brainstorming and creation of the seed happens with your hardened loop. And then we publish whatever artifact comes out of it. So I'm putting that up right now. That's what I've been banging my head against the last 2 days. And that's my highest thing right now. Just finishing that up. And then, yeah, we can talk about the UI stuff with Seed and then run whatever needs to be run today. So that's run in terms of like getting the pipeline to run for all the seeds we have, and then have a couple of seeds we can showcase.
Cool.
So yeah, that's my update.
Nice. Okay. On my end, I said I was going to publish the one-shot installer Airbnb seed. I did not do that. I said I was going to publish the one-shot install for my people seed. I did not do that. And I said that I was going to record the auto research video. I did record the video, and now I shared this with. There's a process for rough editing that is running, and then I'll share this with Pueblo. And at the end of the day, we should be able to share that auto research one-shot install video in the WhatsApp group. Yeah, I am still working on the one-shot Airbnb and my people, and both like sharings from Sam and Plukas around frustration around getting one-shot install seeds to work. That's a common pain. And I'm happy to share like all the learnings that I had on my setup for that hardening loop with Plukas. If you want to, we can garage that. Whoever want to participate.
On my end, one of the things that I did was some a little bit of brainstorming on simpler seed ideas. That way, to be used with the creation tool. Hopefully, smaller to do more like one shot, where it's like a smaller install, and hopefully maximally useful and something to show off. So I have a few ideas. I don't know if I love any of them, but I think as seed creation tools available, I can start using that. So I'm kind of ready to go using that whenever anything's available. So happy to do that. Also, as there's anything for new seed pages, just let me know and I can do that. Otherwise, if there's in the meantime that people would like, I'm kind of available as well.
Oh.
Okay, I think that was it, right? Any let's see, I guess there's garage items for the hardened seed installer. Daniel, you were suggesting that.
I have two. It sounds like this is true just from people's updates today, but have we've chosen like auto research as kind of like the canonical best seed at the moment. So I don't think we have a seed page for it created right now.
In my book, it's like all hands on deck to get a recursive seed one-shot installed with like a seed page, and it can be auto research works. Sorry. I was able to one-shot install auto research. It seemed like Swags got close or was able to. Is that right? Yeah.
It was single shot.
So, like, in absence of a another option, I just think we like getting a couple recursive one-shot installs of seeds is like the number one priority. Yeah.
Just a clarity on that, Sam. When you say recursive, you mean there's a seed within a seed?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Almanac is like it's pretty solid. I just it's hard to share Almanac because the seed itself, because I don't really understand what the convention is behind Almanac. Like what is the thing that got Almanac to work? But
there's no convention on the seed itself. The convention is the hardening loop doing its work.
Well, it's also not recursive.
Yeah, I still think it's pretty impressive. And like the hardened loop, I think is like ultimately, yeah, the hardened loop is interesting. Like if we can use that hardened loop on these other seeds, that is a like ultimately the hope is like we can publish that hardened loop. That's a sort of the seed creator is that hardened loop, and others would use it to share their workflows. You know, so I think of the hardened loop as a prototype of the seed creator ticket, and so yeah. Um, yeah, yeah. So any like Jonathan, when I think about your priorities, a video of an Airbnb seed or honestly any seed that is like one shot installed, that is recursive, would be top priority, and then us like aligning on a seed creator skill.
Quick question. I don't know if you answered this. The recursive question from Swags. I don't know if you answered. Is it recursive multiple seeds or multiple dependencies?
Um, I so multiple seeds would be a subset of multiple dependencies, right? Like that would be a more narrow definition, Daniel, if I'm understanding. Like dependencies could be things other than seeds, right?
Yeah.
Effectively, what I'm looking to communicate, what I'm looking to test, the hypothesis I'm looking to test is that people want to do what people want to share their AI workflows. That's the hypothesis I want to test, right? Like Lucas posted on Reddit, like, what do? You got like however many people, right? It's like a very active thread in that Reddit community. Everyone's talking about their AI workflows. So the hypothesis is people actually want to share them. And so it's like, how do we test the hypothesis that people actually want to share them? Well, we probably need like a seed creator, a tool they can use to share their workflow, and an example of that tool having run. Like that tool needs to actually work. And right
Yeah.
now, like the reality is like we haven't yet been able to get the tool to work. And any kind of like 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 we haven't been able I'm not convinced that we have a tool that works, right? Like I have like Daniel's like crazy my people that delivered this crazy almanac that looks really cool, but nobody else has like used that tool to actually accomplish a thing. I'm not able to accomplish the thing, you know, and so I feel like frustrated and blocked because it's been like a couple weeks. Honestly, it's been about a month since we created those linear tickets. It's like close to a month, and we haven't really been able to test this hypothesis, you know.
Mhm.
And so
Yeah. This is much more clear. Like that's the hypothesis we want to validate. Like having people to share uh, their seeds, share their workflows via seeds, having a tool that they can use to transform their workflows in seeds.
it's almost not even like having a tool, but it's like having an example where it's like, hey, I just created this tool, you know, like, and maybe we can start messaging people on Reddit today with Almanac and the creator, you know. But really the goal is to honestly find one human that's like, this looks really cool, I want to use the creator. Can I run it?
Mm-hmm.
So
I think both Jonathan and I have the bandwidth to try to use this like hard and loop based seed creator and try to like make a video to make something that's like in this recursive and like trying to see that. So I can focus my energies on that today.
yeah, it's sort of like a video of a one-shot install is great. A video of the creator creating a seed that does a recursive one-shot install is even better. You know, a video of the creator creating a seed that does a one-shot install where we can defend both the code or markdown in the creator and the code and markdown in the seed that gets one-shot installed is like the gold standard.
What do you mean the code and well, so you mentioned there's two codes, one for the creator and one for the seed. Can you clarify that?
Yeah, so like when I think about sharing in the WhatsApp channel with Justin McCarthy and Jesse Vincent and Wes, like whatever we share in that WhatsApp channel, we should be ready to defend, right? And so if we're going to share like an open source project that has a seed creator in it, like we should be able to defend how the seed creator works, right? So there's code or markdown around the seed creator hardened loop thing that you've built, right?
Mm-hmm.
Separately, if we're going to propose a convention and say like, here's an example seed that one-shot installs, you can one-shot install it. It has these three things. We should be ready to defend that as well, right? So those are two different artifacts. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
One point or thought about that is that if the spec is, the seed creator outputs something, right? It's an MD file or whatever. And the install should really be, hey, look at this thing and do it. And that thing should have all the instructions you need. So like the install maybe doesn't necessarily need to be, like a lot of guardrails on how to do it. But like the spec itself that's generated by the hardened loop is good enough where, because it's been through multiple iterations of agents just working with that one doc or whatever supplementary files are there, like that is the thing that like as part of seed creation, you are testing the install with like an agent that doesn't have all that context. So the proof is that you ran this multiple times and you were able to install it. Like that's the way that Daniel has architected this hardened loop.
So are you saying like it's less important that you defend the specific design of the installer if
I'm saying the installer may not need to have any specific prompting in it at all, and we may not have to, like that might be something we can completely remove from the flow if the install instructions are just a single line and there's no supplementary like install skill.
Oh, interesting. So yeah. So you're bringing up the fact that like the seed install skill might not need to exist.
Might not be relevant in this world.
Right. Yep, that's very possible.
Yeah, I very much agree with this. Like, I can't imagine like a skill that I can tell, hey, here's how you can write a seed that works, other than, hey, here's the process that you need to follow to make sure that your seed works, and have the agent go through this like 10, 20, 30 times on fresh substrates and get multiple seeds being one-shotted to prove that this seed actually works. So in my case, like I ask it, hey, is this seed doing a one shot? And if it tell me it does, and I see like a video recording of the AI testing the thing, I tell it, okay, throw away. Now do another 3 fresh containers set up, do the one shot install on them, and then I verify that again, like we have 3 like 1 hour 30 minutes install that outputted the seed, and that's when I say, okay, this is a one-shot install. I know that this seed works for.
Yeah. Lucas, this conversation is making me think we should reach out to the people who posted on your Reddit thread, regardless of by end of day today with just whatever we have, you know, because there's a world where, you know, maybe we don't have anything, but we're sort of blocking on these videos, and we can kind of parallel the you know, actually pursuing these humans and trying to get them on, you know, a video call or whatever, and you know, it'll be interesting to see if they're you know, if nobody responds versus, you know, we get people willing to talk to us even though we don't have a video or whatever, you know. Like there's interesting data there that we are not cycling on. Given how hard it's been for us to create a video. Like the video is pushing out our cycle times on learning.
Yeah. Okay, so you may reach out to a few and see if they can get them on a call to like talk about what they're making.
Yeah,
and
effectively be like, hey, I just created my buddy just created a way for you to share your workflow with others.
Could it be like something simple, like, hey, I saw your comment on this Reddit thread. I really liked your workflow. Can you share with me? And then if the person hops on the call, you pitch the thing.
Well, I don't. This is maybe a garage conversation, like or over Slack, but like what you say specifically. But what I want to test is like their interest in sharing the workflow, you know, with kind of a broader population, and their interest in like using some sort of skill.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds great. I mean, I can reach out, see if they're interested in sharing, and then like try to get them on a call.
Yeah.
And talk about seeds, I guess, or just even if they're willing to share anything, and then maybe they'll have trouble sharing, and then we can sell seeds.
Mary, so this is actually something that would be, you were talking about like design, and I'm wondering if we can have a like plow.co like landing page for sharing workflows that Lucas could share as like a test. Just a really simple landing page of like
For sharing workflows.
that explains the seed creator. Very simple, like you know, a page that where there's almost no scroll. You know, share what you've built.
Mm-hmm. Is it like share what you built, like copy and paste this in your code section and output?
What's that?
Like, is it kind of like share what you built, like copy and paste this prompt essentially in your Claude Code session and output like? I mean,
kind of right now it's like we don't have that yet, you know,
yeah,
but that would be eventually. Right now it's like you know, Plow is creating a new way for you to showcase the setup you've created. If you're interested, you know, book time with us.
Yeah. Cool.
Maybe even I would put Almanac on there as an example of the output artifact. Like we will get you a video like Almanac. All right. How are we feeling? Does everyone? Does everyone feel like you have like direction here? Jonathan, how are you feeling? You had kind of mentioned you had some open cycles.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I think at this point, I can either put together some. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I think it's on the, I'm not sure which mic it's on, but yeah.
Yeah, I can either put together some small seeds, that's recursive, and do a video of that, or I can show something.
You said a small seed, or I didn't hear the or.
Maybe mute your side, Mary.
I
Like the,
Okay.
yeah.
Or that we just can't hear anything.
Yeah.
I'll just turn on my, can you hear me okay now?
Yeah, much better. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can either do a couple small seeds that are recursive, make a video, or if there is something higher priority as part of that, then I can still help out.
What about the Airbnb visual dashboard? A lot of the Airbnb dashboard does not depend on the Airbnb prompt, right? It's like you just use
Yeah, it's about a
APIs.
9-minute install. There are some questions up front, but then beyond that, it doesn't run any other seed. That's the only.
Okay, I think that is a pretty cool like seed though, because it's like a piece of hardware. It's like on a Raspberry Pi, and so I would almost make a video of that.
Okay.
How much of that Airbnb experience is backed by Hermes versus backed by other APIs like HostX?
That one is basically either HostX, or you can provide it a iCal URL to display, or both if you want. There is nothing
Okay.
with Hermes in that one.
Okay, great. So I would do a video of that for sure.
Okay.
I think a good goal is like by 4 o'clock today, we have like a auto research video. Daniel, did you already record the auto research video? Did you say that?
I
Sounded
did
like you had
record,
that
yeah.
recorded.
Yeah.
We have an auto research video. We have like the Airbnb dashboard video. We have the Domo video. And we have the life dashboard video. And it's like we've got 4 videos of 4 seeds. I don't know, Swags, you're focused on the installer, or
I was gonna put my hand up for the install seed create flow as well. I mean,
Seed create
whatever
flow,
state it's
yeah.
in, but yeah. It's like-
I think we should try to get all of those videos done by end of day today, just like even if it's not one shot. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was going to take inspiration from the thing that you shared, Lucas. Like, I know it was like something from the thread of like people building tools like automation. It was a pretty long list of things we could pull from just for ideas.
Sweet.
Cool.
Actually, on that note, not that we need to elongate stand-up or parking lots more, but I'm curious what your thought was, Lucas, in reading through those comments. I know you created a big, long list of like what was mentioned, but it seemed to be that like these skills that people created on their own for like solving almost personal problems or individual problems seem to like work better than like, I don't know, there's like a bunch of people being like, oh, my boss created this thing and they're making us all use it, and it's like it's fragile and doesn't work. So like there just seemed to be like a obvious scalability issue with this like vibe coding, which like one presents a potential opportunity, but then also presents like the types of skills maybe we should stay focused on for now. I don't know. I'm curious what your take on that was.
Yeah, I think the summary actually oversold the like some of the more sassy type stuff that it was. I mean, it was talking about like linear or Asana or something like that. I think that kind of like was a bit of a stretch, but there definitely was that one person that was like, hey, my my boss is making me use this. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's clear that like the vibe codes, I mean, I assume over time, all of this stuff will get better and better. So you can do more scalable stuff, but like, I think for like a seed, at least in its current state to me, definitely feels like a smaller, more like personal thing. I mean, your almanac's actually like a really good counter to that argument, because it is a tool that like we all use, and it is kind of, I mean, it's scalable enough to work with this team. So I don't know. This is really much of a non-answer, I guess, but I think seeds by default are like easier when it's like a smaller thing that's just for you, and you also have more like probably patience with it when it's just like your pet project and it's like I made this thing and so I'm gonna be okay with the rough edges versus like somebody shoving a tool down your throat that you have to use. That's not.
Or when you find a rough edge, you just code it out.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
First, if you find someone else's rough edge, you can't.
Yeah. Is that helpful at all?
Yeah, sorry. I think I'd more just wanted to call out that, like, if we're looking at that list that you created, we're acknowledging that, like, there's not this big, like, SaaS opportunity that we should be chasing after. Or if we are, we're doing it intentionally, knowing that there's a known friction in those solutions right now, and we're finding a solution for that.
Yeah, I think, especially after like, I mean, the way that we kind of even left it with that working group from last week was like, you know, seeds and plow kind of would start at this end of the spectrum of like this top-down thing, where the people that use this stuff maybe are like less technically savvy, are just trying to use AI, like starting to use AI, but they might not be engineers or whatever, and figuring out how to share those kind of apps or workflows, I think is the sweet spot for seeds today. But I can definitely see that changing over time, where we become more technical or have more, you know, complex like software that we're making.
Yeah.
But today I think it's like the domos, like these like one-off things that you use for yourself and not like trying to sell it. I don't know, does anybody disagree?
I think it's a fair characterization. and last week when we had a brief glimpse of Fable, I was like, it's like the seed, like your Dampy thing. Like I was like, you can just like seed would be a very smaller concept if Fable was general. I think that's just so good. And then you could also have hooks for maintenance and iteration in there, and it would be, you could keep it pretty sparse and still have good outcome.
Dampy was built with Codex, dude.
Oh, it was? Wow.
Yeah, because I think we had the Fable thing at the time, but I was running out of credits really fast, so I wanted to use another sub for it. But yeah, I hear your point.
Right. Is that it? Cool.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone.
Sure. Thanks. This is our second Scrum video.
Nice. Me too.